Hello, my name is John A. P. Wilburn, and today I will be informing you on how to accurately check your vehicle's engine oil level, how to also identify your oil dipstick, and how to identify exactly which type of oil is needed for your vehicle. First, I will be informing you on when is the best time to check your vehicle's engine oil level to get the most accurate reading. The best time to check your vehicle's oil level is before your vehicle has been running. This ensures that all of the oil in the engine is pulled down at the bottom. This gives you the most accurate reading because all of the oil is pulled at the bottom and no oil is moving through any of the internal parts in the engine. Next, I will walk you through the steps to ensure that you get an accurate oil level reading in your vehicle, and also the materials that you might need to achieve this. First thing you will need is something to wipe off the oil on your dipstick when you're checking your oil. You can use a napkin, paper towel, or rag, whatever you choose. Next, if you receive a low oil reading, you will need a quart of oil and a funnel. This will be used to add the appropriate amounts of oil needed to your engine if you receive an oil reading. The next steps you will need to do is to pop the hood of your vehicle and look at the oil cap to figure out exactly what type of engine oil your vehicle takes and to locate the dipstick. After you pop the hood of your vehicle, you will locate the engine oil cap. The engine oil cap will look like this, and it will have a number describing the weight of your oil. See, that says 5W30. Yours could say 5W20, 10W30, anything like that. This describes the weight of the oil that's needed for your particular vehicle. This is the oil cap. This is where we will add oil if we need it once we get an accurate oil reading. Then you will locate your vehicle's dipstick. There are two different dipsticks in the vehicle. You have the engine oil dipstick and you have the transmission fluid dipstick. These two, sometimes they are both a yellow or red circle object, or you will have a circle object and something that looks like this, where you have to pull the tab and pull the stick out. This is the transmission dipstick. We are not going to worry about that right now. We're only focused on the oil dipstick. The next step is to remove your engine oil dipstick. You will look at your dipstick. Your dipstick might have holes to indicate how many quarts it takes, or it might have a square grid that says safe. This vehicle has 5 holes, which indicates the 5 quarts that it needs of oil to go into this vehicle. So as we first pull the dipstick out, we wipe off any oil. We don't pay attention to that. That is not the reading that we want. We will insert the oil dipstick back into the shaft all the way in. Give it a few seconds. Then you will pull the oil dipstick back out. The second time pulling the oil dipstick out, this is the reading that we want that will give you the most accurate reading. If all of the holes are covered, or if the grid is covered, that means that your oil level is in a safe operating range. You can wipe that dipstick off, put it back, and that's it. Now, we have accurately check our engine oil level. We see that in this particular vehicle, the oil level is in a safe and operating range. If you receive a reading that is not in a safe and operating range, you will need to add accordingly quarts of oil to your vehicle. I will also give you an example of how you do that. To accurately and successfully add engine oil to your vehicle, you locate the engine oil cap and you remove it. Make sure that you're only adding oil to your engine if you receive a reading that indicates that your oil level is low. Once we remove the oil cap, we take our funnel and we insert that into the opening where we removed our oil cap. Next, you take your quart of oil that is specifically for your vehicle. This quart of oil is 5W30. Refer back to your cap on your vehicle, 5W30. This is the correct oil for this vehicle. Since this vehicle did not need to add any oil, this is merely an example of how you would add oil if needed to your vehicle. Once you insert the funnel into the spout where you remove the oil cap, you would open your quart of oil and you will pour oil into the funnel going into the engine. You do not want to pour the entire contents of a quart into the engine unless that's what is called for based off of the oil reading. On the side of your quart bottle, you have a reading in milliliters and ounces. When adding oil to your vehicle, I would recommend that you add 100 milliliters, which equals 4 ounces. Every 4 ounces, you would stop and recheck the oil level as previously shown and add oil until you receive a reading that says that your oil level is in safe operating range. I would not advise you to add an entire quart of oil at one time unless you are specifically low 1 quart of oil. In closing, I have informed you on the best time to get an accurate oil level reading in your vehicle. I've also informed you on the way to find exactly what type of engine oil your vehicle takes and how to identify your oil dipstick. Hopefully, you can use these tips and steps to ensure that your vehicle has the correct and appropriate amount of oil and the correct oil in your vehicle. Be safe and drive careful.